Hey guys, I'm Mike with The Wandering Wolf, and we're here at Cahal Pech and Lower Dover. Hey guys, so we're here at Cahal Pech, and we're going to do something a little bit different than we usually do. We are going to be showing you today Cahal Pech and Lower Dover, which are two mirror sites in the area. Cahal Pech sitting inside San Ignacio and Lower Dover just outside of it. They're very close. If you look at these sites on a map, you can see how they are very, very similar in their design and layout. So we're going to explore both of these and show you what the one big difference is, and that is one has been excavated and the other, it hasn't. Cahal Pech is one of the oldest sites, dating all the way back to 1200 BC. Lower Dover was built a bit later, sometime around 750 BC. Evidence suggests that Cahal Pech was a hilltop home for the rather well-to-do, with all sorts of artifacts being found throughout the area, from obsidian to jade, carved figurines in the Olmec style, all sorts of things found throughout here. Whereas Lower Dover contains a ceremonial center where it is believed nobility would have come down to conduct and regulate trade all along the Belize River Valley. So it's not hard to believe that the nobles who lived here would have come here to trade, rule over the people, and what have you. And then bring all those goodies back home where they would be discovered centuries later. Cahal Pech has about 34 structures on site, with the tallest being about 25 meters. It has 2 ball courts, 8 steel, and 1 main altar. Down in the valley, however, the Lower Dover site has a main structure of about 13 meters, with 10 to 12 other buildings in the area covered by mounds of dirt. There are also about a dozen other plazas in the area, each with their own structures surrounding them. And as the work in this area continues, who knows what kind of stuff they'll find. Lower Dover, being a sister site to Cahal Pech, mirrors this location in a lot of different ways, specifically some of the residential quarters, which you find on top of these structures where the people of the time would have lived. So up here at the top of this building, we're walking through all sorts of little passageways and stuff. Apparently there were rooms and all sorts of things here for living quarters. This is just another example of the amazing architecture of the times. While this site hasn't been excavated, there's still enough left standing where we can clearly see another example of what the residential areas would have looked like at the time. So follow me in here, I'm going to show you an example of what one of the rooms is. So it looks like you would have had maybe a sleeping area and different things like that. Just a small space. You have to assume that most of the living at sites like this was done outside during the day, and then you would just have a small space to come into and retire at night. So the cool thing about Cahal Pech is that this site actually is right in the middle of San Ignacio. There are tons of options for hotels and places to stay where you can actually walk right to this location, all around the area within minutes. So it makes it really convenient. On Lower Dover's site is an actual place where you can stay as well. It's also called Lower Dover. There's a lot of different places. They have dorm options, they have cabanas, so you can get on their website and check it out. It is literally walking distance to the actual site. It's on the archaeological site. It is a field station as well for scientists that come here and are working on the site, excavating throughout each year, which started in 2010. And they actually have a building over here where they have artifacts that they've discovered from the site that you can go in and view. In Cahal Pech's site, we're coming through the visitor center. When you get here, you check in at the entrance. It's 10 Belize per person. And then you'll kind of come through this area where you can see some different artifacts and stuff that they found from the site. Unfortunately, the artifacts are under lock and key here, but this is where they're kept on site at Lower Dover from the ruins that are just behind the facilities here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We had a blast making this particular video. Remember, hit that like button, subscribe, and if you get a chance, share the video. It really helps us grow. Stay safe and have a great week.